Venture Vault presents the side quest story, the Verity Manor haunting.
Ever since I was a child, I felt as though something, I don't want to exaggerate, but evil has been watching me.
Content warning. This Halloween special side quest involves dark themes. If you consider content warning spoilers, skip ahead by about 10 seconds. Otherwise, here we go. This story contains gore, violence, death and child death, pregnancy and childbirth, infertility, and classism. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hello, fiendish friends, and welcome to another episode of the Verity Manor Haunting, a Venture Vault side quest story. I'm Cora Eckert. I'm your DM for this side quest story. Oh, we didn't do the oohs.
Ooh.
It's very important to me. Yes, I'm the DM for this story, Cora Eckert. My pronouns are she, her, they, them, but I will be playing a variety of characters tonight. I will shoot over the introductions over to another Venture Vaultian. That would be Richard Barlow. Richard, would you like to take it away?
Hello, I'm a fellow Venture Vaultian, Richard Barlow. My pronouns are he, him. I am normally the DM over on the Isles of Nakar. I will be playing Dart, a halfling whose pronouns are also he, him. And then if you want to check me out elsewhere and you like movies, come watch Trailer Park. It's on YouTube or it's on Eastlink Community TV Monday nights at 10, where I review movies all based around the trailers for the movies. And then that's all for me. So I'm going to throw it over to Connie.
Hello. My name is Connie. My pronouns are they, he, and she. I play Choo-Choo, or Mochu, the halfling barbarian of this campaign. But when I'm not a player in this Venture Vault side quest, I am the GM and executive producer of Transplanar RPG, which is an all-transgender, person of color-led, 100% homebrew Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition live-streamed actual play campaign set in an original non-colonial anti-Orientalist world. We stream Saturdays at 3 p.m. Central U.S. time. I believe that is 4 p.m. Eastern and 1 p.m. Pacific U.S. time. So we would love to have you there. We have a recap document ready to roll. We're a great bunch of folks, always looking for new audience members. And speaking of which, I'm going to pass along my introduction to the other member of Transplanar RPG that is here today, C.
Hey, my name is C. I use they, them pronouns. I am playing Father Ox, who is a Tiefbolg bard here in this campaign. Father Ox uses he, him pronouns. I use they, them pronouns. I don't remember if I said that. I think I did. I am a digital artist, a dancer, and a jack of many hats. You can find me on Twitter at PieSharpArt or on Tumblr at Pie-Sharp. I just opened some emote commissions this week, so if you're a Twitch streamer, if you have a Discord, you want some custom emotes, hit me up. I am super excited to get started, and I'm going to pass it right along to Nina.
Hi everyone, my name is Nina Nesseth and I use she, her pronouns, and today I am playing Finola Fox, celebrity ghost hunter and all around cool gal. And outside of this side quest, you can catch me on Twitter. I am a professional science communicator and a horror nonfiction writer, so I like to look at that intersection between pop science and popular genre. And with that, I'm going to pass it over to Andrew.
Hey, I'm Andrew. You don't know me from anywhere, but that's okay. We've gotten to know each other here over the course of this wonderful adventure. My pronouns are he, him. I play Aegon Vangstance, and he also uses he, him pronouns. I am excited. I have never really gotten to finish a full story before as a player, so I'm really excited to get this bad boy under wraps. This is going to be a good time. So let's pass it off to our DM and let's get this party started.
I will do a bit of a recap. I'll see how much I can fit in because we've done so much since we've started. Initially, our heroes were invited by Theodosia Verity to the Verity Manor after she became the reluctant and tragic heiress after the untimely death of her sister Hestia. She explained to the invited guests that her sister died in a fire, and she suspected that there was a supernatural force at work here. Some of our less invited guests, although they were invited to the chimney suites, Choo Choo and Dart, managed to fall through the ceiling after overhearing all this, and due to their paranormal histories, were actually sort of invited along for the ride to investigate. After going through a library, fighting a ghost there, after seeing that Olive, the housekeeper, was actually possessed by some kind of wraith-like being, after finding out that Dart was actually possessed by Father Diecrest, another kind of ghost. I love how Richard looks surprised there, as though he didn't come up with this. After finding out that Father Diecrest then had to go to the crossroads at the front of the manor and kind of summoned a devil called Hixada, which led everyone to believe that perhaps there's something else strange going on. Father Ox, played by C, managed to find a family history book that seemed to lead us to believe that one child for the last 9 generations has died. Just one, only one, a suspicious number. And where we last left off, our heroes were in the parlor, except for Dart, who was in the servants' chambers. They were in the parlor watching over Olive's unconscious form. And then Choo Choo decided to run up to Theodosia's mysterious laboratory, knocked on the door, and asked Theodosia if she was perhaps pregnant. If she had recently, I believe the quote was like, "Have you had relations with anyone that would lead you to become pregnant?" And Theodosia was very perturbed by this and said that these were very private things to be shouting out in the middle of the hallway, and asked for a moment before she was to unlock the doors. So that is where we find ourselves right now. I suppose we'll start with probably the most intriguing thing, which is asking someone if they're pregnant through a locked door. So that will be with Choo Choo, with Finola, Father Ox, and Aegon in the parlor, and Dart still in the servants' quarters after hearing a shout.
I think
Yes.
when we left off, I had come out to the like the main area. Like I was on the second floor, but I think I could see Choo Choo at the door.
Yes,
I hadn't approached Choo Choo yet, but
I think you're correct. So at this point, you've like come out of the servant area into the main part of the second floor. So you can probably see Choo Choo at the door, who was actually, Choo Choo was about to like slam this door down, if I recall correctly. Yeah, so we'll start there, shall we? These are very private things to say through a door. Please allow me to unlock the door, and perhaps we shall talk about this much more discreetly.
Okay.
You hear the sound of 4 locks, a combination being put into the door, and then the door opening very slightly with a as Theodosia puts her body into the form, towering over the halfling Choo Choo.
Seems a bit overkill, indicating the locks.
You don't know what I have in here.
Well, but they lock from the inside. So, if it's anyway, that's besides the point.
You were asking about something a little more delicate than whatever I have in here.
Yes, I am. I'm asking about the contents of your womb, woman. Are you pregnant?
Aegon's like I think Theodosia, we've come to a point where we've found some key information that needs to be discussed, and it is your health and life at stake. And wombs aside, let's all have a discussion together about the discoveries.
Certainly, I understand these are strange times. One moment, please. The door closes. You hear a little bit of kerfuffle behind the door. Door opens again. Theodosia pulls the door shut immediately behind her, takes out a skeleton key from her pocket, locks it from the front. Shall we adjourn to the parlor?
I think Father Ox has finally just crested the stairs. Like, it took him a while.
With your cane.
With his cane still. And he goes, back to the parlor then. And he turns around and goes,
This poor old man. You're making him go up and down stairs? That's messed up.
Father
He
Ox
came out of
got really
retirement
old.
for this.
I think he's been aging every episode.
Every episode you get a little bit more gray around the muzzle.
he's like,
It's like Tim Allen in the Santa Claus. Just like...
Choo-Choo's gonna go, I'll catch up with you in just a moment.
I also am going to kind of just stay behind if that's okay.
Am I going to the parlor alone? What is
No,
happening?
no. Come and join me. We'll sit and we can discuss.
I just need to go to the washroom. It's fine.
All right.
That's awkward. I needed to go to the washroom.
Well, Choo-Choo, we got the servants' washroom.
Well,
You can go in there.
It's
That's
got
fine.
rats in it. I don't want to.
Yes. So we've acquired some books and some things that I think if you would just join us in the parlor, we could go over this information and perhaps come to a conclusion about the dangers within this house.
Certainly. Let us proceed.
I do the ladies first, sort of like let her walk ahead and courtly walk behind, one arm behind the back, one arm in front, going down the stairs.
She descends very lightly on her feet, kind of just trumping down. She's actually wearing like riding boots.
Ooh. Am I the only one going down to the parlor? Oh, Father Ox. Okay, cool.
Proceeding very slowly.
Yeah, I dust off like the bigger seat from the soot that is still there from our half and half entrance so long ago.
So I assume the door had been closed and Theodosia was at first. So when Theodosia opens the door, she sees Olive passed out on the couch because no one has moved her.
wait,
Olive?
did her last time? Didn't we take her up to her bedroom?
I think we
No.
discussed it, but that did not happen yet.
No, we didn't do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, this is part of the discussion.
Theodosia immediately goes to the side of the couch to Olive and like puts her hand on the old woman's face. Olive, are you well? What's going on?
I don't believe it would be in her best interest to wake her at the moment. She has had quite a scare. We have been
Alright.
watching over her for the evening, but I'm afraid things have come to a rather grim conclusion, or rather, a grim beginning.
Oh,
Please, sit.
of course.
Father Ox, do you still have the genealogy book?
I do.
I think-
Father Ox rifles around in his bag and takes it out and flips it open to the edited family tree.
Mm-hmm.
And he hands it to Theodosia.
My father wrote this. Yes, he became quite obsessed with genealogy in his later years, according to my mother.
But you'll notice a sort of grim outcome on each of your generations, do you not? And I sort of like go through it with her, Theodosia, and like pointing out all the key points. I know this is not a comfortable discussion, but we must admit there's something untoward about so many incidental and accidental deaths in one family line.
It certainly is unusual for there, especially only one untimely young death.
With greatness comes sacrifice.
And with sacrifice comes greatness.
I
That
fear
is-
that there is perhaps dark work.
That is an unusual inversion of the family motto.
It's written in Infernal under the dirt on your on the statue out front. Well, that's left of it. We can discuss the happenings of the statue later, but
She looks out the window and is like immediately like, oh, that statue is well, some events did happen last night.
exciting, very yes. However, on that statue in Infernal, it says, "With sacrifice comes greatness." Theodosia, I'm going to be more direct now. We have come to information that there is something demonic happening here. We've seen ghosts, we've seen apparitions, we've fought damaging actual mortal plane affecting creatures. And you know that this has been something that I have searched for and longed for and researched for much of my academic career. And so you know I'm not saying this lightly, Theodosia, but there's something evil at work here. Something beyond mere eerie happenstance. And I think it's coming for you next.
Or rather, I believe it would come for your child next.
That is, well, that part is unknown to me. I must say it is. Sorry, it's taken me a bit of a moment to bring this all in. It is good to know I was not imagining things. That is why I asked for your aid. I suppose while I feared for the worst, I hope for the best, and I hope that none of this was true. My child, you say?
There are certain numbers that mean certain things. 10 is a conclusive number. Things happen in tens. Perhaps 10 is enough sacrifice, and that is why Chaucy was so forward. The demons are trying to make their move. They must have an heir from you. But I believe that we may be able to stop them in their tracks, though they will not thank us for it.
Well, of course I am open to any solutions you have in mind to stop whatever plagues my household and led to the death of my sister. If we would pause there, I believe we had some interesting bathroom breaks going on, which, ordinarily I would not be interested in following, but I actually believe they were an excuse. So while we pause there, I think we might go back to either Mochu or Finola and see what's going on there. Or both. You were both in the hallway as everyone descended, as Father Ox and Egan and Theodosia descended the stairs.
Yes.
Dart's gonna walk up to Choo Choo and just be like, I know you didn't really need to go to the bathroom. I wasn't telling you.
Where'd you come from?
I was trying to help you excuse.
Oh. Yeah. Oh, right. Yeah. Look, I'm gonna level with the two of you. I want to get into her study.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I figured that's why we're all staying up here.
Okay.
I'm here because I have a key.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well,
I forgot about your
the sound of
keys.
it, there were more than one lock.
Okay, well.
She got more than one key.
Yeah, it's a ring of keys.
Try them. Hurry up, though. I don't know how long Father Ox and Egan can keep her.
I'll stand guard. I'll be over here. I'll keep an eye out.
What were you gonna do? Like, you don't have keys. Were you just gonna crawl through vents to try and get in?
I got something better than keys.
Probably break down the door.
Yeah, I was just gonna break down the door.
Okay, so let's keep that as a plan B. We don't want to resort to ghost personal damages yet.
Plan B for door.
If you recall, after trying to get into the West Wing, I did reveal that the keys were in fact labeled.
Good thing
you were-
Vanola's very good at reading.
Yes. On the keys, you find various different labels, some for the stables, some for the West Wing, some for the East Wing, some for like the groundskeeper's cottage even. You have some for the chapel, some for the graveyard gates. There is not a key that is labeled for the laboratory.
Oh, shoot.
Time for plan choo-choo.
Yeah, you know what? I think so. And I'm just going to pat Choo Choo on the head, not in like a demeaning way, but just demeaning way, just as a, here's some guidance.
Oh, you're gonna cast guidance on me?
Yeah.
Is that a D4?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, I'm basically an adult now. You don't have to condescend to me.
No, sorry.
Doggett looks longingly at the pat on the head and just looks away.
I totally forgot Doggett was still here.
He's very quiet when he needs to be.
I was just trying to help. I'm sorry.
It's okay. I feel somehow stronger. Ugh, you magic types. Choo Choo reaches into her tool belt and pulls out a hammer, a light hammer. And she's going to use it to assist her. She's not just going to blindly bull rush the door. Being around these smart people has taught her that perhaps using tools is a good idea. So she's going to try to use the hammer and like bang, bang, bang along like where she thinks the locks are to break the locks.
All right. How tall is Choo Choo?
God, like 4'8".
Okay, I'm trying to imagine where these locks are. I imagine them in my head at the top of the door leading down to where that would be. So you might need to either jump or do something to get
or get a
further
boot.
up.
I'll look at Choo Choo looking up at the locks and just be like, Choo Choo, you want to take half and half and make a full?
Let's do it.
And I like get down, like I'm assuming we've probably done this in chimneys before.
Yes,
And,
we've
like
done
get
this.
down for
I
Choo Choo to
clamber.
get on my shoulders.
I clamber on Dart's shoulders.
Beautiful.
I never thought we'd be using our chimney expertise for breaking and entering.
You know what? Honestly, it crossed my mind before.
Yeah, with my kitty across mine too.
As you are being helped, I will give you advantage. I will say that it will probably be a very high DC, as the Adoja is an artificer who clearly has tried to protect this door. So
Okay.
Let's see what you got.
Should I
Load those
rage
them dice up.
just to get advantage? No, I'm good. That doesn't make sense.
You already have advantage from getting help, so
Yeah, I can't
I don't
get
think
double
you need.
advantage.
No, you cannot.
Let's see. Nat 20. I shit you not.
Can confirm.
And I'm also
Wow.
gonna roll my guidance if that's not high enough. That's a 2. So 22 plus. Is it just strength or athletics or?
If you were trying to break it down with force, I think
Yes.
strength or athletics would either apply. I think strength is the most applicable in this case.
Okay, I'll just do
I'll
my
say it's a DC of 25. So if you can get there.
26.
Oh, nice. As if you're on Dart's shoulders, you manage to reach up just enough. The estimate you recall exactly by your memory of sound.
Yes.
Knock, knock,
Yeah.
knock. Bang, bang, bang. It echoes. It's quite loud. You are
Yeah.
using force to get in here. You actually see part of the door crumble in the corner from the force of your application, and you hear of locks opening. The door is unlocked.
Let's just quickly. We gotta be fast about this. That was really loud.
Yeah, but it was really cool.
Thanks, Finola, and thanks, Dart.
Hey, no problem. Anytime, Choo Choo.
Choo Choo jumps down and just opens the door quickly and goes inside.
All right, let me. Do you close the door behind you, or do you allow them to come in after you?
I'll let them come in. I'll let whoever is bringing up the rear decide if they want to keep the door ajar or close it.
I'll come in. I'll close the door.
Okay.
I'm not gonna come in. I'm gonna, as they go in, I'll like, and as you're shutting the door, I kind of like on the outside door, put my hand to also try to shut it, and I'll be like, I'll keep watching. I'll make it sound. I don't know. I'll do something.
I'll hear you.
Say chimney. Just say chimney if someone's coming.
Okay, got it.
That's a very natural thing to say. Okay.
Let's slip it in conversation.
All right, you slip into this now slightly broken in the corner upper door. It's just the top corner, it's not the side. Dart is outside the door as you enter. As you enter quickly, and the door closes behind you, you see what appears to be the remnants of a nursery converted into a laboratory. The wallpaper is clearly that of children. It would have been, you see pictures of animals in pastel colors. You see a crib in the corner, empty. But you also see large, as though pieces of furniture with strange shapes hidden under sheets. You see a work table, you see a cot that is definitely not tall enough for an adult, but clearly has been slept in the previous night with blankets disturbed on it. Also on the walls, you see clay runes that have been created separately and then posted onto the wall. Does anyone speak Dwarvish?
Damn it, I do not.
No, I do not.
Dwarvish.
Yes. Does anyone have? Let's do. Well, let's see what you want to do in this room, and then I'll see. I'll ask for the appropriate checks.
Is there like a baby in here anywhere?
At first glance, especially with Finola's 19 passive perception, there is definitely not a baby in here.
Is there anybody in here?
There's furniture, like different oblong shapes underneath white sheets.
Yeah,
they're being covered.
Choo rips the sheets off. We're just ripping them off.
Excellent.
We're in here. We don't have much time for discretion. We're just going to do now, apologize later.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Right.
As you pull down the sheet, you see that it reveals the very tall humanoid clay figure with sapphires in the eye, where the eyes would be. This is a clay construct, as though it is in the shape of a human.
All of them? How many are there?
There is half of one that clearly is kind of broken into pieces. There is one very tall one. Under another, one that would appear to be a table with different documents on it, you see like various glass valves with different liquids in it. Different piping kind of leading into different things. Something that many people would recognize as alchemy tools. But the clay construct is probably the most intriguing one. That I would imagine that if you pulled the sheet off that, you might pause there for a second. But I know you're both pulling sheets off things. There are two other things, like furniture-wise, that are hidden under sheets as well. They appear to be like desks.
Oh yeah, those sheets are coming off as well, please and thank you.
All right, you see, as you reveal them, they're different desks with different writings of various languages on them. There is, ink pads, spilled ink. You actually see, like, at one point, there was an ink bottle that was broken. If with Finola's past perception, I'm just giving you, like, there appears to be blood that shattered from a broken inkwell, and even ink spots on this clay figure with blood as well.
Okay.
Just handprints.
This is weird. Not even like approaching what I was expecting to find. Have you ever seen anything like this, Choo Choo?
Question before
Yes.
Choo Choo responds for the GM.
Mm-hmm.
This clay figurine, this clay humanoid construct, is it about the size of the cot?
No, it would be taller than the average human.
Is the cot about the size of Theodosia?
No, the cot is about a child-sized cot. It would actually be probably appropriate size for an adult halfling. But like it appears to have been a child's cot at one point.
But it appears disturbed recently?
Yes, it appears as though somebody has slept there.
Like a child has slept in it? Or like someone big?
Someone has slept there. There are disturbed blankets. It is hard to tell without a figure there.
Okay, so in that case, upon your question, Finola, Choo Choo like just is staring kind of slack-jawed and says,
I'm gonna level with you, Finola. I thought we were gonna find our dead sister in here, but somehow this is even creepier.
Yeah, this is really weird.
Yeah, this is really. Is that thing alive? What is that? Are those gems?
Yes, those are gems.
Is that blood?
Yeah, I'm pretty definitely sure that's blood.
Can you read any of that? Can I read any of that?
Is any of the writing in Abyssal or Celestial?
I will say that there is actually, upon closer inspection, there is celestial writing on this clay figure.
Is there any infernal?
There is no infernal.
Oh, damn.
Okay.
There is just celestial, which Choo Choo would be able to instinctively pick up.
Why do we have the two worst readers in the room?
I know, right? Yeah, what does it say?
So in Celestial, you find, again, runes of protection. You would have probably seen these runes on the book earlier from that Father Ox had. So different symbols of protection, of guidance, of light.
Life?
Of light, I said, but also of life, and then also an upside down symbol of death.
Does the construct resemble anyone?
No, it is a very basically picture, if people are familiar with a Warforged.
Yes.
So very like a kind of, there's a separate jaw, a very plain mask, but in place of eyes, there would be two, I think I said sapphires in place of eyes, so blue stones. It's a very kind of brown reddish clay that has made up the different body parts of this figure.
Okay. Choo Choo touches it, like tentatively puts a hand on it. Sort of where one of the bloody handprints is.
One of the bloody handprints is. It's mostly dry.
Is there like disturbed clay by its feet? Anything that might indicate it has moved?
I'm going to get you to look through your clue box.
Oh, clue box time! Clue box time!
So the clue that you'll be looking for is labeled TCB.
TCB.
Perception 10.
Yes.
Theodosia child death? Is that what that means?
Or is it the B?
It's
Childbirth.
TCB.
Oh,
Childbirth?
Childbirth?
Childbed?
If I think I might have one here, so if someone's missing someone,
Taxation child benefit?
It's not taxation child benefit.
Is that what this is all about?
I might have
The tax scam?
It's not. It has nothing to do with taxes.
It's a piece of
With
clay.
a T?
Yeah, TCB.
TCB.
Oh, because the construct is made out of clay.
I do not have it. Oh,
Is
no.
it toxic? Can I eat it?
I think it's
do
probably
not
like-
eat that.
It's probably like Phoebo clay. If it's like Phoebo, it's definitely toxic, so do not put it in your mouth.
All right. Yeah. So Andrew's holding up this bit of clay here that we have.
I'm holding it better with better focus.
Oh, well, good for
Oh,
you.
painful.
Mine will not focus, but
That is
it's also there.
You gotta put the hand behind
so-
it like you're a beauty.
Oh, yeah.
So I'll bring up a better picture for our viewers. It is a little round crushed bit of clay with a boot print in it. And on the other side, if you were to pick up this piece of clay, there would be a celestial marking on the other side. This appears actually to have fallen off this construct. And the celestial marking, if Choo Choo were to pick
Yes.
up this piece,
yes, she's
read
picking it up.
says life renewed in celestial.
Life renewed?
Life renewed.
Okay, Choo Choo picks it up, looks at Finola, and then puts it on the construct.
What are...
Nothing happened.
I really thought it was gonna come to life.
I know. I was like,
What are you doing?
let's pause there for just a moment. I think that was a very good amount of time after a very loud breaking into a room with hammers and dashing in. Down at the bottom of the stairs, we have the parlor with Aegon, Theodosia, and Father Ox, and a passed out Olive on this couch. you hear a very loud hammering and breaking of a door. Theodosia immediately is on her feet. Oh, the demons, the devils, whatever you said, they've come, and rushes out of the room and darts up the stairs to see Dart at the top of the stairs.
Dart frantically, as she's coming up, is like, "Oh, hey, Miss Verity, I was just doing lay of the land.
What is happening here?
Is there a chimney up
Who
here?
Who broke into my room?
I'm just trying to get to work, and you got a chimney?
There's no chimney in there.
Grabs just a fistful of papers and the clue and barrels out of the window.
In all this nonsense, I cast Divine Sense. While all this pandemonium is happening as I'm running up behind Theodosia, I cast Divine Sense now that I'm sharing a room with Theodosia. Do I sense anything?
You do not sense anything within Theodosia.
Okay, cool. I'm not going to do what I was going to do. Then.
What happens for divine sense exactly? Like you said, your paladin skills are quite noticeable, so she might notice that you're casting a spell on her.
Well, it doesn't like it's not a spell on her. It's like in the same. I don't know. It's like hitting a button on a homing beacon. Like you know what I mean? Like I send out a wave and I get a beacon back of like, oh, there's a
wonderful
thing. So while it would be a magical thing, she would even if she were undead, she wouldn't sense anything.
So she's actually quite engaged with Dart and is actually trying to get past him to the door. While Finola and Choo Choo are rummaging around in there, she wants to push Dart out of the way so she can get to the door. Dart, are you going to stop her, or is she going to get past you?
Trying his best to stand his ground.
We're going to do an opposed athletics check. Oh, she didn't roll very high. Let me look at Theodosia's stats.
Come on, she's like
Psych, she's a power lifter.
What did you roll?
I haven't rolled yet.
Oh, okay. You might beat her. She didn't roll very well.
I got 14.
Oh, you stand your ground. You are squirming there. She is trying to get you out of the way. You are definitely blocking her. She only got a 6.
I'm just like still just rambling on. Just like, I just want to know if you got chimney. Is there a chimney up here anywhere?
There's no chimney in there. There are merely.
Well, how am I supposed to clean a chimney if there's no chimney?
I am certain that you are not actually, in fact, doing your job right now. Let me in to my laboratory.
I am trying to do my job, but you ain't got no chimneys.
Aegon, what is going on here?
That's a fantastic question.
The door is broken.
Dart? Is it safe to let us pass now?
Are you possessed with some kind of devil? Sorry, Connie, what are you trying to say?
Sorry, Nina, you should go first.
Oh, mine was just a quick question that I meant to ask earlier, but I have a small window of time right now.
Yes.
You said that the construct was broken?
I did not say the construct was broken.
You said something was broken when you were describing the room.
There was an inkwell that was broken on the desk.
Oh, I thought there was at one point something that was described as like broken into pieces that wasn't.
Oh, there's half of a construct that was revealed under
There's
one.
a busted one.
Yeah, a busted one. Yeah.
But okay, never mind. That doesn't.
It appears as though the lower torso of it was taken off.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay, thank you.
As a metagame question, did Finola jump out the window as well?
No.
Yes, so we do have to go to Choo Choo very briefly. Choo Choo, you jumped from the second floor out of the window.
Yes.
I definitely don't. I think this is going to be a dexterity check to see how you land.
I might just be taking fall damage. I don't know. That's fine too.
Okay, great.
Acrobatics can be used.
Acrobatics?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
So I think we'll do an acrobatics. We'll see if you get lucky, perhaps. We'll roll.
That's a 3.
Oh, so I would say that's probably not great. So this is the second floor. Technically, it's 1d6 bludgeoning damage per 10 feet fallen.
How many feet up are we?
Well, we're on the second floor, and the ceilings are quite vaulted. we're probably going to be like 50 feet up, quite honestly.
50 feet!
That's a huge
Vaulted
big-ass
ceilings.
house.
Well,
That's huge!
there is a ballroom on the first floor, and everything
that's
kind of has to go above that.
I was
That's
like, I
fine.
just
I can
looked
make
up
it.
and like a standard second story is like 14 feet off the ground. But wow, that's a tall
That's a
building.
Sorry, it's a very tall
Jesus.
building. It is a
Very
tall.
just-
The
Oh my
first
God.
floor is in fact the tallest, just because of the very large library in the ballroom. And
That
I'm
doesn't
just
make
trying to think
sense.
of the fact that it has a giant chandelier in the ballroom where we haven't gone yet. So I'm just trying to stay true to the architecture of this
What? You
building
mean-
that we were doing.
I mean,
like
we've only
Downton
been in
Abbey.
4 rooms
It
of this
is.
massive house.
Yes. So I have 5d6 here.
Roll it.
I'm actually going to take it down because you went through the window. You're not from the ceiling on the second floor. So we're going to do 4d6.
Only 40 feet, thanks.
Only 4d6 point damage. So that's... you take 14 falling bludgeoning damage.
All right, that's fine. What do I
And-
fall onto?
So there are... you fall into the starting bushes of the decorative garden that is outside. So it's a hedge maze. So you've just fallen into a hedge at the very start of the maze. You're not at the beginning. You're not at the middle of it or anything. And there are. It's autumn, so a lot of the flowers have actually bloomed and gone. The hedges are actually made of roses. So I am going to do an additional 1d4 piercing damage for yeah.
Oh,
That's 3 piercing damage for just various thorns and scratching through this hedge as you land at the bottom of it.
Okay. Choo choo pancakes onto the hedge. Goes pulls herself up, covered in like rose, like there's like a errant like thorn in her hair, and she's gonna just limp to the front and try to enter from like behind y'all.
Great. Good. Hold on, I'm gonna roll for something else. All right.
Finola just watched this happen.
Yep. And stays in the room, I'm assuming.
Wait, hold on. Before Choo Choo limps off, Choo Choo goes up.
Finola, come on down. Soft landing. Come on, we can't get caught. I'll catch you. You can trust me, I'll catch you.
You're gonna catch me?
Yes. Come on, we can't get caught.
Oh my god.
We can blame it on the devils, okay? We can't get caught.
Okay. And I'm going to like...
Do you have like levitate or feather fall?
Nope.
Doggett has Featherfall, but I think you left him in the hallway.
Oh my God.
You didn't tell me where he was. If you want him in the room with you, we can have him in the room with you.
I'm going to try to... How much of a ledge and or vinage is there on the side of this estate?
Sure, we can say there's some climbing ivy. There's it's not
Is it on a trellis or is it like in
There's
the
not a trellis, it's just ivy.
Is the brick textured?
Yes.
Okay.
I'll catch you if you fall. I promise.
Forgive me, that's not the most encouraging right now. You just shot yourself out of the window. But anyways, I only have so much time, so I'm going to try to at the very least get myself outside of the window. Like, just like
Climb.
Spider-Man out there.
I think that's probably going to be an acrobatics check or a dexterity. Yeah. Let's say acrobatics. We'll see.
Come on, Finola, you can do it.
I'm a writer.
I guess Doggett is just like in the hallway with Dart, just watching all of this wide-eyed. He was left behind.
It's too bad that she's not a Finola bird. And is instead of Finola fox. Anyway, that wasn't very good, but go on.
I'm not gonna give you an inspiration for that. I'm sorry.
Is there such a thing as a fox bird? Isn't fox bird a thing?
I think there is actually. Oh, dog bird. Actually, I think is what it's called, not a fox bird. I could be wrong.
So
there
dog
could be a
it
fox bird.
would be better.
Anyways, I got an 18.
An 18. You managed to crawl down the second level of the ivy. You managed to get to the hedge and kind of land. You can go through the hedge. You will take some piercing damage.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So you fall. It's gonna be one. It's going to be 1d4. So do you fall? All right. 3 piercing damage from the thorns. You're scraped up, and Choo Choo helps you to your feet.
Come on, Fiddle, we gotta hurry. Good job. I didn't think you had it in you, frankly.
Thanks, I guess.
I wanted to wait until you were safe to tell you that. I don't want you to feel discouraged.
Oh, I appreciate it. Is my clothes okay?
They look fine. Do you have any magic that can like make us look like we didn't just jump out of a building?
I can. Well, first I can kind of just pull this thorn out of.
Oh, ouch.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. I've had worse.
Okay. What? Do you need healing?
I'm fine. I'm fine.
There's
Okay,
like a huge bruise forming on her collarbone. Gigantic bruise. Do you have like mending or anything?
I do. I'm just gonna cast mending on like our general dishevelment.
Yes, to like patch up like the
yeah, that was the plan.
clothes.
I will say that I know you said you wanted to go in through the front. You would have to run around the whole of the building, but you would be closer towards the servants' entrance going into the kitchen, which Choo Choo would know as you entered in through there before.
Yeah, I just want to get there as quickly as possible to make it look like, oh, there's no way we could have been like in the laboratory.
Excellent. All right, so you two are running off to the servants' entrance with Choo Choo leading in the
hell
singing.
yeah. I have like a fistful of the papers that I just stuff into my pack.
Yeah, great. Yep. Good. All right, sounds good.
I'm going to, also just before you move forward, I am going to cast, oh wait, do I not have this with this character? Oh yes, I do. I'm just going to cast Sending to Dart.
All right.
And it's just going to be an all clear.
All right. So Theodosia is still trying to push you around.
All clear, just like
I'm like
12
frantically,
times.
I'm like frantically like trying to stop her and like talking about the chimneys and how I'm trying to do my job. And then I think was it Egan? Did you say is it safe to go in there?
Yes.
So I'm gonna go from like really frantic to be like and then I'll just be like, yeah, it's fine.
What
and
bizarre?
just like, and then just step aside.
What bizarre behavior! You're acting like a man possessed. This is absurd. Theodosia takes out her skeleton key, sees that it's not necessary as this door has been broken, and sadly puts it into her pocket and opens the door to see the room in a state not that she left it in. She sees the sheets on the ground, a sigil that had fallen off of or was put onto this, was now put onto this clay figure, everything exposed. Could this, she turns back around to Aegon and to Father Ox, who I assume is probably still coming up the stairs at this point.
I think it would be very funny if Father Ox met up with Finola and Choo Choo coming up at the same time. And he's like, oh, I was wondering where you two had gone off to.
So you would have had to go through the servants' entrance to the kitchen. Would you reasonably have gone there?
Oh, no, I was thinking like at the base. I don't know if you were going up the stairs through the servants' quarters or up the stairs through the main.
Oh, that's true. I didn't ask you when you got to the doorway which way you went.
Let's say through the servants' quarters. Would we still have bumped into you?
No.
Okay, cool.
All right. Yeah. So where is Father Ox coming up the stairs to the second floor or?
Yeah, he's on his way up.
All right. So Theodosia turns around, sees Father Ox coming up the stairs, sees Aegon there. She's just managed to get, Dart has passed by. She's very confused. What has happened? This is...
Theodosia, what's going on in here? Is this the work of the demons? What's happened in this room?
This is not the work of any demon. This is my work. This is what I've been working on for quite a while.
What have you been... Theodosia, what have you gotten yourself into?
She's inspecting the various things, seeing the disarray on the desk. My papers, her hands run over the clay figure, touching on her handprints that are now smudged.
Oh, I feel bad.
Aegon, can you roll a perception? You know what, let's do an insight check with advantage, as you know Theodosia quite well.
Okay, that's worse, but okay.
Can I also ask,
Yes, Dark.
while he makes that roll,
Oh.
now that I can see in the room, does like Father Dycrest have anything to say about what's going on in here?
What languages can Father Dycrest speak? You can decide right now. I know it didn't come up with this, but
I would say he'd probably speak Infernal.
Infernal.
Classic.
And maybe, probably just like Infernal and...
There is no Infernal. Do you think there's any reasonable way that he would speak Dwarvish at all?
Probably not.
No. Then, no, sorry.
I'm gonna put my clue away.
Could Father Ox, upon seeing the room, since he's finally gotten up the stairs, could he make perhaps a hold on. I think just maybe an Arcana check to see what kind of magic is happening in here, or
Certainly.
what kind of
Do an Arcana check.
Balls.
Andrew, while you're recovering that and doing your Arcana check, Andrew, what was your insight check?
Thank you for the advantage, because this would have been bad, but it turned out great.
Great.
So it's a dirty 20.
Ooh, okay. Theodosia, as you look at her in dismay, almost even verging on distraught, whatever she's working on that was so dear and that she had been protecting so hard has now been disturbed. As you look at her, though, you see that underneath her eyes are bags. It's clear that she has not been sleeping very well. On one of the tables where you see various liqueurs and stuff being made with this like alchemy set, there is in fact like some drinks that you might actually recognize as like basically energy drinks. I'm
an alchemist. I have the alchemy toolkit, so
yes. So you would immediately recognize this is almost the equivalent of like one of those 24-hour energy drinks. As you also look around and you see like the cot that's been disturbed, it's very much somebody who's become obsessed with their own studies who has not been sleeping well. As you actually look at Theodosia with the inside, you see that her braids are in disarray. She's in yesterday's outfit. She has a cut on her hand with ink smears on it. She is not taking care of herself, and this is one more thing that is not helping her hold things together. She is not doing well.
I grab one of like the energy drinks
Mm-hmm.
and I turn to her. Is there are the finals coming up? Is there what? Theodosia.
She puts her hand on her face and ink and blood smear on it. I need to wash up. I need to clean this up.
You need to explain what's going on in this room, Theodosia.
Who broke in here?
I think we can sort that out. But I think the scarier thing to me right now, Theodosia, is what was going on in here before that break-in.
Arcana check. Father
It was
Ox.
a 22.
22. You read Celestial, is that correct, Father Ox?
Father Ox reads Common, Infernal, Celestial, and Elvish.
You see the leftover clay rune that, in fact, Choo-Choo placed back onto this clay figure that says life renewed, or life renewal, I think I said. This is a sigil that calls to various spirits and asks them to enter what appears to be a clay golem. I was going to see if I could contact my sister.
Okay. And so we were using golems to do that?
If I've done my studies correctly, it should be perfectly safe. Only willing, kind spirits could enter. I have these runes. I learned them from the dwarvish people. They call for protection against evil, against dark spirits, against creatures that could hurt me. My sister would never hurt me.
I'm going to ask some questions now as a studier of magic. Are you invoking a magic circle of protection, or are you just putting down runes you were told were very powerful?
I'm trying to do my best to get my sister back. I need to know what happened. And if I were to put down whatever it is that you described, a circle of magic protection, we're perfectly safe in this room. The voices that I used to hear when I lived on this estate, they don't harm me in here. When I do sleep, which is very little, I sleep in here. I don't even sleep in my room. When I stay here at night, something whispers to me, I didn't trust myself outside of here. I do not walk the grounds at night.
I think that's safer, considering what we've encountered around here.
You said there were ghosts.
Yes, Theodosia.
What did you see?
We saw Chaucy. We saw him fall down the stairs. We saw what appears to be one of the progenitors of this house being slain. And we saw your sister by the fireplace.
So she's here. She's still here. We have a chance to get her back.
Father Ox has decided that this conversation has probably gone on for too long.
Mm-hmm.
And he's gonna step in and put just one massive hand on Theodosia's shoulder. And he says, Theodosia, I'm not happy to be the one to tell you this, but your sister is gone. The thing that parades her spirit is not her. I understand that you want her back. I can see the pain. I understand. But this room has already trapped you far more, perhaps, than you had realized. Father Ox runs his hand along the clay mixed with blood, and he says, not every child has to be born of womb. You understand?
Shall we take a break here?
Sure.
Yeah.
All right. Shall we?
The Misfits want to share their treasure with you. Help us get to 500 followers here on Twitter and be entered to win this set of dice. Looking for more ways to enter? Subscribe to our YouTube channel, or like, comment, and subscribe.
And we're back from our break, fiendish friends. We're quickly going to leave Aegon, Father Ox, Theodosia, and Dart and Dogged in the hallway as we go over to Finola and Choo Choo, have made their way over to the servants' entrance without incident. And where did you want to proceed once you get into the servants' entrance into the kitchen?
Is anyone there, first of all?
Yes.
Okay.
But I wanted to see what your pathway would lead. As you enter the kitchen and the little dining area for our servants, there's actually Juniper, who is cutting up pieces of quiche and scone, clearly looking around a bit confused, but seemingly to decide to stay to their duties. And there's also a little, well, not a little boy, a 12-year-old boy there with a cap, and Juniper is like, no, the scones aren't for you. Like, Araya, you gotta stop. Where's Mom? Like, why isn't, like, aren't you supposed to be tending to your duties? Listen, it's just a scone. I don't understand why I can't have one.
Yeah, Juniper, why can't they just have a scone?
Oh, hi. Araya, these are the guests of the Lady Verity. This is Mochu, and this is Miss Finola Fox.
Pleasure.
Please treat them nicely and not your usual bratty self. Okay, that's not really nice. You see that Araya like puts a scone into his pocket. Hi, nice to meet you. He's actually probably like at your height, Choo-Choo, and extends his hand.
Nice to meet you, kid.
Choo-Choo shakes the hand.
Oh, wow, you're kind of full of dirt. Me too. I mean, I was just out in the stables.
Oh, were you? Well, that's a good coincidence because we were just out checking out the hedges.
Yeah.
Right. We were just admiring that hedge maze. Did your dad do that?
Yeah, he maintains it. I mean, it was made before his time. Grandpa actually made it. Juniper's like, okay, you don't have to bore them with everything, okay?
No, I think it's fascinating. Hedge mazes are fascinating.
Yeah, it's actually much easier than you think it is because Dad said that like sometimes rich people don't actually want ornamental mazes to be all that complicated because they just want to go to the middle and make out. Juniper's like, whoa, okay, that's not appropriate. We can't talk about that.
Have you seen anything like that? Rich people making out in hedge maze.
Oh, well, before the Lady Hestia died, sometimes she would go on dates with her husband there, but Dad wouldn't let me go into the hedge maze when they were out there. He said it was rude to spy.
Ah, I see. You must have been around for, I mean, Finola and I were just admiring the roses and, all the beautiful plants.
The thorns.
Yes, we may have accidentally, I'm kind of rough around the edges. I might have accidentally plucked a flower or two out of the hedge maze. You won't tell on us, right? You won't tell anyone that's where we were?
No, that's fine. I mean, it's the end of the season anyway. Most of the roses are dying. So, yeah, that's fine.
Well, thank you for keeping that just between the four of us.
Juniper just kind of seems annoyed that people are paying attention to her little brother. Okay, well, Araya has to go back to his duties now, so, like, can you go to the stables already? Fine? Okay, bye. And he grabs 3 more scones and leaves out the servant's entrance. Araya! Oh! I'm sorry, he's so annoying.
It was nice to meet you. It's fine. Being a kid, I remember being a kid.
Yeah, well, he's gonna have to grow up.
That's true. Finola, sidebar. Just
okay.
quick.
Okay.
Sorry, Juniper, just a quick talk.
Oh, no, that's okay. Just so you know, there's gonna be quiche in the dining room. Are you guys okay? I heard like a big bang.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what. We were outside. We didn't hear it.
Yeah.
We didn't hear anything.
A big bang?
Yeah, like from upstairs?
Maybe a bookshelf fell over.
And this place has old plumbing, doesn't it?
Oh, that's true. I mean, Olive constantly complains about her bathroom being broken, so.
Yeah.
Well, that might be an Olive problem. But, yeah, Finola, quick sidebar.
Of course.
I take Finola to, like, a corner where I'm pretty sure Juniper can't hear us. And I say, Finola, we need to come up with a game plan, okay, before we get up there.
Yeah, because we're not really on the same page right now, I don't think
we are. So what do you think happened?
With that construct?
I don't even want to think about that right now. I just mean we need to be on the same page about
with what we're telling people that happened.
Yes.
Well, didn't we went to the washroom?
Yes.
And then to the hedge maze.
Why would we go to the hedge maze?
No, why would you go to a hedge maze?
There would be no reason for me. Do you have a motivation that could, is there a particular reason why we might suddenly leave and go out there without anyone seeing us leave?
No. No, I can come up with better reasons for having to go to the washroom than...
My only other idea for saving face and to make sure Theodosia doesn't whoop our butts with that chemically stuff going on in her laboratory, whatever the heck that is maybe we were attacked by ghosts.
Oh. But we weren't attacked by ghosts.
I know, we would be lying.
Okay, I can do that.
Okay,
Oh.
we're attacked by ghosts.
We were attacked by
in the washroom.
By ghosts in the washroom.
Yes, we were held up. That's why we didn't hear the banging, because we were busy fighting for our lives here.
For our lives against the ghosts.
Yes, and that's why we look a little scruffed up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Although you still have at least like some leaves and stuff in your hair.
Okay.
Do I look okay? Do I look like I fought toilet ghosts instead of like...
Hold on. Choo Choo goes over to a dirty bucket in the corner filled with dirty water.
What are...
No, they gotta commit.
Okay. That was nasty. Let's go.
Did we really have to commit this hard?
Probably not, honestly speaking, depending on how that conversation up there's going.
Okay. Well, there's really no going back now, so let's just
go.
Let's just go.
Choo-choo and Vanilla, we make our way up.
Which way are you going up? Are you going up the servants' entrance way up to the servants' wing to the second floor?
Yeah, is that where the washroom might be? One of the washrooms?
There is a servants' washroom in the servants' wing, a main one, and the one that Finola probably would have been shown would have been on the main floor near the guest rooms on the second floor.
Is that on the other side of the mansion?
No, it would still be on. They're both on the same side of the mansion. So about where you left, it would have been relatively close to the laboratory and those guest rooms, but the servants' wing is it's kind of in a closed off area because rich people don't want to see their servants.
That's true, they don't. Yeah, we can come from the servants area if that's okay with you, Nina.
So you...
Yeah, of course. Once we get to the second floor, I can sort of guide us to the washroom and then from the washroom.
As you go to the second floor, Olive's bedroom is actually on the second floor. And with again, Finola Fox's ridiculous 19 passive perception, there is somebody knocking around that bedroom with the door slightly open.
But Olive's unconscious downstairs.
Is anyone with Olive?
No.
No,
we don't know, but... should we check this out?
Yeah, I think Olive? Knock, knock, knock.
Olive? The door shuts completely.
Are you decent?
No.
Are you okay?
I'm very ill, dearies. I recommend staying away.
Insight check.
Roll for insight.
14?
She doesn't sound well, but she definitely sounds way more scared than she does physically ill.
Olive, if you're not feeling well, I can help you out.
No, that's perfectly fine, dearie. I'm just gonna take care of things.
I'm gonna just push the door open.
Okay, do you want to do an opposed strength check against this old woman?
Yes. I'm just
you can
doing
take her. You can take her.
A slow, steady pressure against the door.
She did a 13. She has a -1 to strength, so that's going to be a 12 for her that you have to beat.
That's a 16.
That's a 16. You honestly, Olive puts up a pretty good fight for an old woman against a young lady, but you eventually manage to push this door open.
I'm sorry. This is probably for your own good.
You see an Olive drenched in sweat, in a frenzy, her clothes kind of like askew. You see an open bag with things being tossed into it. I'm going to get you to do both of you to do a perception check, please.
Okay.
That is an 18 for me.
It's a 19 for me.
Okay. One of you sees, let's see, Choo Choo. I'm going to get you to go into your clue kit, and I'm going to get you to open up a clue that says OBG clue.
OBG, Olive
OBG
Bad
clue.
Girl.
Oh.
Bad girl.
And Nina, for
Yes.
Finola, I'm going to get you to see, you look into this open bag that Olive has, and you actually see what will be revealed in OBB clue.
OBB clue.
OBB for Finola, OBG for Choo Choo. Although you can open them both since it'll be
Olive
revealed to
Bad
everyone.
Boy.
Olive Bad Boy.
OBG.
And OBD. Okay, let's see. OBG says, among many knickknacks on Olive's bedside table, there is a gear. Olive Bad Gear.
Olive bedroom gear.
That's
Oh,
all
that
of
makes
bedroom
more
gear, actually.
That was so pure. That was so absolutely pure. Thank you.
And Choo Choo, being a chimney sweep and having known that there is a gear missing from the chimney in the library, you would recognize this, in fact, to be the missing gear from that chimney.
Finola, what's yours?
Finola finds in Olive's bag 3 scraps of, my camera's over here, 3 scraps of fabric with what look like some sort of symbols or runes.
So these actually represent larger pieces of fabric. So these would actually be 3 baby blankets. They have embroidered initials. On the first one, a very pale print of shining material, you have an H.
H.
On the second one, we have a very white, almost linen-esque baby blanket with a T. On the last one, you have a rough, homespun burgundy cloth with an A.
Is there a third sister?
Because there's our H for Hestia,
T for
T for
Theodosia.
Theodosia, and A for
Another.
As you take in these things and the surroundings, Olive snaps her suitcase shut and attempts to leave.
Uh-oh.
Please, I need to go. I need to leave, please.
Olive, look,
No. You're not going anywhere. You're under investigation. Or my
Please don't.
book.
Please, I can't take it. My heart can't take it. I
You're
need to
okay.
go.
You're okay. I just said,
Finola, hold on. I think she might literally have a heart attack. Hold on.
please
Wait a
don't.
moment, one sec.
Please don't heart attack. Please.
It's okay, Olive. We're not here to hurt you. We're here to help you.
You don't understand the things I've seen, the things I've done. I have to leave, please.
I don't think it was you, Olive. Someone made you do this. Something made you take that gear. Something made you poison Hestia, right? It wasn't. It's not your fault.
I didn't do those things. I helped everyone. I helped raise all the Verity children. Please, I've
All the Verity children? Who's A? Wait, I can't. I'm illiterate. Why are there 3?
You also didn't discover that clue.
Oh
so,
shit, you're right.
Yeah.
Retcon.
All of the Verity children.
What do you mean?
Says Finola instead of Choo Choo.
Go for it, sorry.
Who is A?
Please don't.
It's okay.
I promised I would tell. Please.
Wait.
What?
Dear. Did you just say A?
A.
Dear is the groundskeeper. Is he their brother?
You can't say anything. Please don't say anything. That's not. I can't.
I won't. Does that mean Juniper and what's the other kid's name again? Oh my god.
Araya.
Araya.
They're Choo Choo is immediately going to, covered in shit water, hurdle herself back down the stairs toward the kitchen. As she does, she goes, Finola, protect Juniper, I'm going to the stables.
Oh, okay. Oliver,
Tell everyone.
Oliver, you okay?
Olive has fallen silent at this point.
Choo Choo is running like the wind with her tiny halfling feet after shouting at Finola to tell everyone to protect Juniper, and
Yes,
that,
this is.
all the conclusions, right, that are happening, and she's gonna run for the stables.
Okay, I'm going to shoot a sending to Aegon to relay that message.
What are you relaying?
Let's see, I have 25 words.
Mm-hmm.
Does that does sending have a limit?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah,
balls.
sending is different than message, where you have to know where the person is, so she just has to be aware, kind of the person.
Yeah.
That's the advantage of it, but there is a limit on it as a result.
Gotcha.
Another Verity sibling, Juniper and Araya not safe. I've got Juniper, Choo Choo's, got Araya. Send help.
So we're going to pause you two there, with Choo Choo hurtling down the stairs. I assume Finola either staying with Olive or going to Juniper in the kitchen. Let's go back to the laboratory, which I always say laboratory, like it's not laboratory, but I'm just like, it's fun that way.
Laboratory.
It's more Victorian that way.
Theodosia has just been calmed down by Father Ox. I believe Father Ox just said something interesting, while we have Doggett and Darthan outside Theodosia's lab in the hallway.
Once things kind of calm down in there, Dart's gonna come and stand just kind of like at the edge of the doorway, and he's just gonna be like, Miss Verity, are you saying that those runes up there means no evil can come in here?
It's supposed to be protection from evil spirits.
And I take a step in.
I'm going to get you to roll a Constitution save.
Ah!
Okay. Constitution save?
Yeah.
Ah, fuck me. 6.
You immediately get pushed back, and you're going to take 8 psychic damage. Something pierces you. You hear Father Dicrus scream, almost splitting your head. You get pushed back into the hallway. The pain is too much for you and too intense to enter this room.
Cool. I scream out in pain.
Mm-hmm. Doggett is immediately, I just like, are you okay?
I just like kind of like hold out my hand to stop Doggett from getting too close. He's like, I'm fine.
Absolutely consent. I will not touch you without your permission.
And he just kind of like with the pain and everything, tries to lock eyes with Father Ox.
As soon as Dart cried out, Father Ox's attention turned, and he is looking with those big sideways pupils.
Just again, like still in pain, so like kind of like hunched over, but like bracing and like still facing the door and looking at Father Ox. Dart's just gonna kind of be like, Father, I'd really like to come in that room.
Father Ox's tail lashes twice. Come in then.
I don't know if I can.
Perhaps you ought to keep trying.
And Dart runs at the door again.
Do a Constitution saving throw.
Unorthodox exorcism.
A little more, but still probably not enough. It's an 11.
11. Oh, only 2 psychic damage at this point. Again, the splitting not as bad this time because you kind of were expecting it. You get pushed back out of the room. What is happening to him?
If we could perhaps experiment with this at a later date. As impressive as these runes apparently are, we have a bigger issue. Theodosia, I only got about 25 words to express the intimate details of something incredibly important. Are you aware of another Verity in your line?
I am not pregnant. I don't know what got into Choo-Choo's head.
I don't think you're pregnant. I think you have a brother or sister living.
Yeah. Well, that's simply not possible.
According to the 25 psychic words I just received, the servants' children are in line in the Verity genealogy.
That makes absolutely no sense. I don't know. Okay, nothing has been explained to me. My lab has been broken into. We've had some very intense moments. He keeps getting pushed out of this door that appears to be protecting us from evil spirits, which leads me to believe that person has an evil spirit within them.
Oh, yes.
What is happening?
They definitely do. But it's pre-house. It's a pre-Verity issue. Believe it or not, a lot of things apparently get possessed, and it's very hard to document. Look,
I believe it, and if there's any chance that my sister's spirit could go into my golem, I'm going to make that happen. Get out of this room now, all of you.
Do you understand the difficulty and power it takes to bring something back from the other side?
I guess I'm about to find out. Theodosia takes what appears to be like a dolly, tries to scoot it under this clay golem, which is massive, by the way. Hold on, I'm going to get her to do a strength check.
Oh, no.
She does not succeed the first time. Oh, if you're not going to help, you can all leave me to do this myself.
Where is this about to go, Theodosia? Where are we putting the golem?
You said you found her in the library.
I need you to give us 6 hours. At the end of 6 hours, I will take this golem with you to that library, and I will do anything you want to do. But I need you to give us 6 more hours. The dead are nothing but patient.
Half elves. Full hearts.
No bullshit.
No bullshit.
No bullshit, Theodosia.
Six hours. You have to tell me what's going on. I have no idea. What is happening?
We are learning at a far faster pace than I was prepared for. We need to get to the children. We need to get to the children immediately. We need to get to, just come with us. And I'd I storm out of the room and charge down the stairs in a very unstately manner.
Okay. Dart, Father Ox, do we follow? No?
Father Ox lets Aegon go. Looks at Theodosia. Theodosia. It may not seem like it, but I promise you, Everything that is happening today is connected. Dart's presence here is no mistake. We cannot free one without freeing the other. I will need to make use of your laboratory now.
Well, it appears the doors are open to anyone who pleases. And the window, too! She goes and closes the window. I have no idea what's going on. Father Ox, you have my blessing to use whatever you may. Please do not touch the clay golem unless you tell me what you need to do with it.
I understand. Theodosia, I can do something for you right now that will potentially put you in great harm's way, but it may also potentially be chipping away at the chains that keep you here.
And what would that be?
I could take away any ability for you to ever have children. We can talk some more about this, because I fear you are straying too deeply into the darkness in your grief.
That is a fascinating possibility. May I have time to think about it?
Of course. It is not a decision I expect you to come to lightly.
Thank you. I will consider it. Theodosia, if everyone allows her to, will proceed down the steps with Aegon, although she will look curiously at Dart and keep her distance as much as possible.
I think there's a silence that falls for a moment.
Mm-hmm.
And then Father Ox fixes his gaze on Dart, lashes his tail one more time, and says, "Again."
Dart is
actually-
standing at the doorway, and like the frustration that's on his face is like palpable, and like there are tears in his eyes from the frustration. And he looks up at Father Ox, kind of again frustrated and like just emotional. When Father Ox says again, and he's like, "I can't. Please bring me into the room."
Dart, there is a grand misconception about my role in the world. I cannot bring you into the room. I can only stand on the other side and tell you to come in. Come in. Again. And I'm going to use that as a chant with my divine music, which is going to be active until the end of my next turn. So however long DM you want that to be.
All right.
But my allies within 30 feet will have advantage on strength, dex, and constitution saving throws.
Excellent. Dart, do you want to try and enter the room again?
Yeah. So with that, Dart kind of takes a minute and like lets this sink in and like gathers the strength in him and just kind of nods at Father Ox, and then like rather than like running in, he just kind of like tries to stand tall and just step into the room.
All right. Roll with advantage. Constitution saving throw.
Can I also give you, I don't think I can give you a bardic inspiration, but.
Also, Richard, do you have any inspiration?
I do have an inspiration left.
I also want to remind anyone who has inspiration, you may want to take a look at that.
So without the inspiration, I just rolled an 18. Is that enough, or do I need the inspiration still?
So you manage to enter the room, and you hear a cracking of the rune on the door above your head. You do not suffer psychic damage. Father Diecrest is silent for the first time in many years in the back of your head. But he's still there, deep inside. But he cannot influence you in this room.
I just kind of like stand silently and like really make sure that he is silent. And then I kind of like just look up at Father Ox. I'm like, he ain't gone. He ain't here, but he ain't gone.
Despite that, Father Ox smiles just a little bit. He says, that may be true, but so are you, Dart. You're here. And we're in the room together. And he holds out his hand for Dart to shake.
Dart shakes his hand.
Well done.
Doggett also steps into the room. So can you describe for me the exact sensations you got when you were being pushed out of the room physically by some unknown force?
Yeah, fucking hurt.
Fucking hurt. Quote Darth and Nylal. Fascinating, thank you.
Dart, I am very proud of you. I believe somebody, or many somebodies, need your help now. Just remember, you can always step into the room. Sometimes it takes a few tries. Come on, then. And Father Ox moves to leave.
Excellent. Are you two going to be ascending the stairs to follow Theodosia and Aegon?
I think I would follow Father Ox, but at first be like, what happens when I step out of the room, Father?
He looks back over his shoulder. I have no idea, Dart. But perhaps we'll have to find out together.
And then with that, I'll step out again with Father Ox.
All right, we'll pause there. Shall we go back to Finola or Choo Choo? I think let's go to Choo Choo, who was running down the stairs back to the servants' dining hall, where you would see Juniper in the kitchen, kind of looking up, puzzled at you as you run and race down the stairs. Is everything okay?
No. I don't want to alarm you, but you have to get to safety. The other people in the house, they will protect you. Long story short, you're in danger. See you in a second.
And Choo Choo is gonna just run out of the room.
All right. Are you on your way to the stables, as you said earlier?
Yes. Out of character.
Yes.
Like, suggestion/question for Father Ox and Dart. If you can't be in the room all the time, could you take the room with you? Like, what would happen if you tattooed those protective sigils on your body?
I mean, I thought of it, but
like-
I thought of it. I don't know if Dart would have thought of it right away.
That's true. Just putting that out there. Anyway, back into character.
Plant the seed.
Choo-Choo's hoofing it. Choo-Choo is running.
The stables are pretty much wide open for you to see. You do see that Araya is in the middle of the paddock with the horses, brushing the goat that came with you. You're a nice little one, aren't you? Oh, you're cute.
You get away from that thing with hordes.
And Choo-Choo is gonna tackle this kid to the ground in a protective, like...
So you're grappling this child.
I'm not trying to hurt him. No.
Yeah. Okay. You're restraining him.
Okay. Yes, I'm trying to. Well, not restrain him, but get him away from the animals.
Okay. Great. So you're grabbing him and.
Yes.
Okay.
Protective tumble.
Ow!
Look, I'm sorry, kid.
What? I'm gonna to tell my parents that this stranger is grabbing me without my permission. What are you doing?
Sorry. Choo-Choo lets go, plants the kid down, and says, it's actually about your parents. Your dad, Adair, right? Who's the grandpa again? Who's your grandfather or grandmother or
Oh,
whatever?
my grandpa was Heath. I never knew my grandmother.
You never knew your grandma, right? So is he still alive?
No, he died.
Okay. Is he buried on the grounds or?
Yeah, he was buried in the graveyard. It was actually kind of a big deal because mostly servants don't get buried in the family graveyard.
And your dad is he a human elf?
I don't know. I never thought about it before.
What do you mean you don't know? What, are the ears pointy?
I guess kind of. He does look different than me and Mom.
And you never knew your grandma.
Mm-mm.
Do you mind taking me to where your dad is right now? I'm so sorry for tackling you. I thought that horse was gonna kick you.
Oh, it was. We're fine. I'm good with animals.
I know you are, but sometimes animals.
I'm not scared.
I believe you. You seem like a very brave kid. I'm
Thanks.
sorry for tackling you. Do you think you could take me to your dad?
I don't know where he is, but he's gonna be somewhere on the ground, so we could take a look.
Yes, please, quickly, if we can. Maybe we can even shout his name. Like a fun, hey dad.
Okay. All right. Dad! So he starts shouting.
Yep.
Let's see. What is... Okay. Okay. That counted for Adair not quite hearing, but I will do performance check on behalf of this child. Children are loud. Okay, that was a 16. Yeah, I'll say that, like, you hear a like voice in the distance, oh, but you can't quite make it out. But it's clear like a response in kind.
Sure. Choo-Choo's gonna head just in that direction and like pulling the kid along.
Okay. Hold, I gotta do the gate. Hold, I don't want the animals to get out.
Okay.
He latches the paddock door behind you. It's coming from like the orchards.
Okay. All right, we gotta hurry. We gotta get to your dad and your mom. Is your mom also around? Is she?
My mom's probably in the orchard too. I know that the apples are coming in, so they're probably plucking them together.
What's your mom's name?
Oh, mom's name's Flora.
Okay, yeah, it's fine.
Like flower.
It's okay. Don't. Yeah, I got it. Not a Flora. Okay, cool. And Choo-Choo's gonna just hoof, like keeping an eye on this kid. Just gonna.
Cool. Adair is trying to keep pace with you. He's kind of excited. He doesn't know what's going on, but something's happening.
While we're walking, Choo-Choo's just gonna go. Look, again, I'm really sorry for tackling you. I thought you were in danger.
Okay. Thanks for trying to save me.
Yeah, you're welcome.
There they are. You see Adair and his wife, Flora, who you have not met yet. She is on the floor with a large basket. Adair is on a ladder pulling down apples from the apple trees.
Hey there.
He's already halfway down the ladder, having heard his son calling for him. Hi, what's going on? Again, he pulls his cap down low over his head. Good to meet you again.
You must be Flora, right?
Yes, I'm Flora.
It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm a guest here at the Manor. My name's Choo-Choo. I just met your son.
Yes, one of the chimney sweeps.
Yes, yep, that's me. Look, this is gonna sound really forward. Just letting you know, I don't mean any offense. I don't mean to offend you at all. But Adair, Mr. Adair, could you take your hat off?
It's kind of a comfort item.
I understand. Could you take it off?
Can you roll persuasion for me, please?
Oh God. I could try. What's 11 minus 3?
8.
Whatever that is. 8. 8.
What's this about?
It's about your ears, Adair.
He pulls his hat down lower. I don't really want to...
You're a half elf, aren't you?
No, I'm human.
Flora, have you seen your husband with his hat off before?
I wouldn't have 2 children if I didn't see him without his hat on before.
So, you would know that he's a half-elf, right?
He's got a wee bit of a point, but, he's... I mean, I've never been with a half-elf before, so I wouldn't know the difference. But, dear, you have those strange eyes.
Those eyes.
I'm going to get you to open a clue from your clue kit, please.
Oh my god, we're opening all of them now?
Yeah. Oh no, I didn't write this. It's one that
I'm gonna
starts
guess
with an
this one.
A.
This one?
Yeah, AE1, please.
Dear eye, one.
Or ears.
Or ear. Or embryo.
Oh no, you're right.
Or embolism.
Or embolism.
We're just guessing letters now. If I ever do this again, I am not doing initials for anything ever again. But this is amusing, I must say. Especially Olive Bad Girl.
Olive Bad Gear.
Yeah, Olive Baddie Girl. Bubba, stop.
So
So if somebody would like to read that aloud.
Adair's eyes are golden, an unusual eye color for one who is human.
And if you will recall, Theodosia was described as having very bright golden eyes, like a bar of gold.
Aha. As Chuchu's talking this entire time, she's inching closer to Adair, like trying to look at him.
Great.
Does she see resemblance?
What would this be? Would this be insight? Would this be
like, is that perception?
I'd almost say insight or investigation. One of those.
Yeah, I would say insight or investigation, but I am going to do advantage with that last clue.
14. I'm gonna insight it.
Sure.
14. Because my
there is actually remarkable family resemblance between Adair and Theodosia.
Mm-hmm.
One might not notice necessarily, given that he's a bit taller, a bit broader, has less delicate features than one might expect of an elf, more that of a human. But the face, the eyes, the complexion, he does look quite a bit like Theodosia now that you've thought of it.
Yep. Adair, your son was telling me about your dad, the former groundskeeper.
Yeah. What about Dad?
Did you ever know your mom?
No, she died when I was little.
Uh-huh.
So out of character, as a DM, what is the name of, did we learn the names of Theodosia and Hestra's parents?
Yes, you did. It would be on the family tree. So I'm just going to bring that up again for our viewers. Just going to say that here. Where's my family tree? Because then I can refer to it.
One of the big ones.
It's
Zachariah or?
Zacharias and Citrina.
And Citrina were their parents.
Zachariah. So I just have to figure out who was the parent, or if they were both actually the parent, but for some reason we're okay, back in character.
Your dad was a human?
Yeah.
So that would make your mom an elf.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No.
No?
No, there aren't too many elves in Earth's bounty. The only elf-like people that we might have met would have been like, maybe, the Verities. All due respect, that they are half elves. So
So you were just born and raised here as the groundskeeper by your dad.
Why are you so angry?
That's how I deal with frustration. Look, I don't know how to tell you this. I think Theodosia's your half sister or your full sister.
I don't think that's right.
Really? The eyes? The face?
What about my eyes? He says, pulling his hat down lower over his eyes.
And stop doing that!
Choo-Choo's gonna leap up and try to snatch the hat off his head.
Great. Roll sleight of hand.
Oh God.
I don't know if it's sleight of hand so much as just a yank.
Yeah.
Oh God, it's an 8.
He rolled an 18. He really does not want anyone to take his hat off.
Choo Choo's gonna be
Please,
like, ugh.
please don't do that. You're like shorter and kind of jumping up at him. He's like trying to move out of the way. Please don't. Please, it makes me very nervous. I don't like to see people.
Why?
I don't like making eye contact. It makes me very uncomfortable.
Why? Just because you're nervous or because you're hiding something?
Roll persuasion again, please,
Oh God.
with advantage.
Okay, good, because that was a 5. And that was a 3. So,
It's just more comfortable to not make eye contact with people who associate with the upper class. My dad always told me not to do it, that it was a bad idea.
I didn't want it to come to this, Adair. You leave me no choice. Birds of the orchard. Attack.
she's gonna
What is that?
tell the birds to try to get his hat off.
So I know that you can talk to small animals, but that doesn't necessarily mean you can control them. So you will have to do an animal handling check.
Okay, I can do that. That's wisdom, right?
Yeah.
Oh my God. 18.
Sure. Okay. There's a robin nearby.
When a DM says, sure, yeah, you know you're in for a good time.
There's a robin nearby. It
Okay.
lands on Adair's hat and pecks at it.
Off. No, I mean off. Take it off. Don't hurt him.
All right. That was the bird. Nat 20 for Adair. Adair has his hat down firmly on his head. This robin is tugging a little bit. It's not super interested in doing this though, and kind of just squeaks at you, like I gave it a good old college try, and then it flies away.
A good old bird college try.
Okay, just
Oh my gosh. You know how bards have colleges? Birds college. I'm sorry, it's not even a pun. I'm just trying to make something of that.
It was his bird at college.
That deserves inspiration in my opinion.
Fine. I gave it to you though, so
I had to
Come on,
resuscitate
it goes for
it. It wasn't all the way
it
there.
was dying. It was there. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I pull out my lance.
I'm not gonna hurt you, Adair. This is just a pokey thing, and
That
I'm
does
just
not
gonna,
sound very convincing.
this is this is a lot easier if you just took your hat off.
What's your armor class?
What the fuck? It's 14?
He rolled a 16.
Are you gonna fight a kid's parents in front of him after you just tackled this kid to the ground?
Adair rolled a 16. He takes his hand, he puts it around your head, and he picks you up off the ground by your head, and he throws you.
How is this real reality? Like this
You only take 1 bludgeoning damage,
Okay.
and Adair says, like, let's go into the cottage, everyone, until madness is over with.
Wait! Your children are in danger.
Well, I mean, she did tackle me earlier, says Araya very helpfully. What?
Juniper and Araya's lives are in danger. The haunting, the ghosts are after them. They're gonna kill them because you're one of the siblings. They kill one child of every generation. In your generation, it was your half-sister or full sister, I don't know, Hestia. One of your kids is gonna be next. Believe me if you want, don't believe me if you want.
There
Okay.
is no way that I could possibly be the sibling of them.
What makes you so sure? And why do you keep hiding your head? You swatted that poor bird away. My head hurts. Your hands are strong, man.
You were trying to attack me with a lance.
I
but
know, I'm
also,
sorry. I wasn't trying to actually threaten you.
I was born before Zacharias even came to the estate, along with his wife.
Oh, what? What?
What?
What do you mean? What? You were born before the Zachariah and what's the wife's name again?
Citrine?
Oh, Citrina.
And Citrina? Before they were here?
Yeah, they took over. He took over as the heir after his sister died.
What if you were the sister's kid?
That's not. My dad always said never to trust nobles, so I don't think that would.
Why do you think he told you that? Because maybe he was your real dad, but your mom, Zachariah's sister, was ashamed and made you get raised as a groundskeeper's kid.
I don't want to talk about this anymore.
Okay, I know. I'm sorry. If not for me, just think about it, right? If you don't believe me, you risk losing your kids or one of them. If you do believe me, it's weird, but just humor me for like the next, 6 hours. Okay? Follow me, take your wife, take your kids. Just let's all be in one place together as we finish this investigation. Just humor me. You lose nothing out of humoring me, okay? But you stand to lose everything if you don't.
Flora comes up behind Adair and just, dear, perhaps we should, she seems quite serious. I know that she did try to take your hat, which we're not going to let happen. I promise you, you can keep your hat on. But, maybe let's follow them. Just see what's happening.
Thank you, Flora.
You're welcome. You know, us, blue-collar workers gotta stay together.
Exactly. It's one worker to another. I'm just trying to watch out for you, man. I'm sorry for attacking your hat with birds and my body.
Alright, like, and for attacking me.
Yes, and for attacking your child.
Yeah, it wasn't hard though. She was trying to save me from a goat and maybe horses. I don't know.
Both of them from kicking your head in. Yeah.
Adair says, "Where do you want to take us?
Let's go.
Where are we going?"
To the manor and meet up with everyone, so we're all in the same place. We'll keep you safe that way.
Okay. He and Flora and Mariah will follow you. Let's quickly go back to where we left off with Finola. Finola, you were left in the room with Olive, and we're told to find Juniper and keep Juniper safe.
Yeah, so I left Olive, and I ran back to the kitchens, but I feel like at that point, is Juniper still there? Excuse me.
Juniper just saw Choo-Choo run down the stairs at the servants' quarters and is continuing to cut up pieces of quiche, but looks very alarmed, being told that they were in danger.
Wow, totally ignored Choo-Choo's advice. Did they?
I mean, I think it really just happened.
Okay. Oh, Juniper, you're here.
Yeah, where am I supposed to go? I told Choo-Choo said I was in danger?
Yeah, you know what? I'm not entirely clear on it yet, but you're in you're in danger. Do you know where your brother is or your parents?
I think Araya's probably tending to the stables because it's chores today if he's ever gonna get around to it.
Okay, like the words don't matter so much. Can you show me?
Juniper opens the side servant's door and points at the paddock where you can at this point see Choo-Choo tackling a little boy.
Oh, is that him?
What are they doing? What's okay? Well,
I'm sure it's fine, but we should probably.
She let go. Now they're walking. They're going to the orchards. I think that's where my parents are.
Okay. Can you just leave your vegetables for a little bit? Can you do that?
Okay, I'm in trouble. Should I keep the knife?
Yes. Do you know how to use a knife? That's a really ridiculous question. You use it every day, don't you? Okay.
I mean, I can fight back against a quiche. I'll try my best.
Yeah, try your best, okay? Yeah, it's fine. We're just going to go check with your family, okay?
Okay.
We don't need to run because you have a knife and they're sharp. So let's just make our way over there.
All right. If you're going to slowly walk out to the paddock, you're going to see some chaotic entrances with Choo Choo running over to the orchard. You witness that interactions just happened, some fighting with about a hat. Are we just watching from a distance?
Is that your dad?
Yeah, he really likes to keep his hat on. She should not do that. Oh, okay. Why is she getting her lance up? There's a bird? What's happening?
Did your dad just palm my friend's head?
Yeah, I mean, he's done that with some running bulls before, but I haven't seen him do it to a person. That's really rough. But he's real strong, my dad.
Okay. Are we sure he needs help?
They're talking now.
Okay, well,
they're coming back.
Okay, well, we'll just let them come to us, I guess.
All right, the family is reunited. Choo Choo and Vanilla are now
I helped
in the paddock.
really well.
You're muted, Connie.
Oh, Finola, Juniper, good. Well, your dad has a really vice-like grip.
Yeah, are you okay?
I'm okay. It was just a little bit of it's fine. Look, I was thinking maybe we should reconvene with everyone else in the manor, given the developments that we discovered from Olive. Maybe we should all just stay together and try to lure out the Gahaostas.
Flora looks at Juniper oddly. Why do you have a knife, dear? Oh, I was told that I was in danger, so I thought it's... Flora's like, don't just carry... That's a bet. I'm taking that. Takes the knife and just kind of puts it into her belt. Don't just carry knives around like that.
Juniper can carry a knife. Juniper's a cook's assistant.
Flora takes out the knife and says, don't you tell me what my child can do or not.
Okay, I'm just trying to stand up for them. It's fine.
All right.
Just trying to advocate for your child's,
If anyone's keeping my children safe, it'll be me. Thank you.
Yes.
Shall we proceed into the fancy manor?
We shall. Speaking of which, thank you, Flora. I like your pragmatism. And Choo Choo is going to lead the way back into the manor and keeping an eye on the family, but sort of leans into Finola, out of earshot of them, and says, yeah, Dad's definitely a Verity. 100%. I took a look under that cap and his eyes are golden, like Theodosia.
You had to take his hat off to look at his eyes?
No, I don't want to talk about it. She continues walking.
Okay. I mean, I believe you. Okay, wait up.